Hello everybody, Judge's Free Time here. And for a while I've been using this Ring doorbell and I'm not very happy with it. A lot of problems to say down the line, and Sean could back me up if he wants to, but I'm having a new problem with it and it's been driving me nuts. Not just the subscriptions to the stupid service, which is kind of ridiculous, Ring, but the fact that the Ring doorbell, as I've noticed throughout the week, has a battery problem. Hurrah! It doesn't last longer than 3 or 4 days. At the moment, recording this, it's at 60-something%, and I only charged it 3 days ago. That is disappointing, Ring, to say the least. This item only lasts me 7 or 8 months. What is your fucking problem? So it's safe to say I'm gonna have to go for a different doorbell device. I don't know which one yet, but there is one I've got my eye on that is much cheaper than you, Ring. Has 18650 batteries, so I know what to change out if I need to change them out, and it has SD card on board as well as the lovely cloud service. Me personally, I don't really see the point of the cloud service, in my opinion. I mean, the SD card feature will be awesome because I probably can see that on the go, just like my CCTV cameras I have here. It will work just as good. Now, I don't know why it lasted for 7 months longer, or even longer than that, but it didn't last very long, and it's pissing me off because this device wasn't cheap. The doorbell bow wasn't cheap. But the doorbell bow is not the problem, it's the fucking camera. So yeah, the camera sucks in my opinion. You know, fuck you, Ring, you're awful fucking company. Too many things attached to it, too many contracts, just to watch my footage. Are you for real, Ring? Is this what we're getting to now? Anyway, so what I've decided to do is I'm going to be getting one of those doorbell that you can find for 70 quid. This is 70 quid as well, which is really cheap, and it even comes with the doorbell charm, so no extra fees for extra things. It actually gives you what you want in the box, and it actually comes with the 18650 batteries from what I've checked. Great thing is it works off an SD card, so if it goes wrong, take one out, put a new one in, done. Simple as the CCTV cameras I have in the office here. It's not really an office, but it's a living office. But yeah, it really sucks that Ring doorbell has gone in this way. The app sucks. It doesn't notify me fast enough. There's no SD card function. There's no way of seeing my footage if I don't pay, which really sucks. So yeah, I cancelled my subscription a month or two, maybe longer than that ago, because I was so sick and tired of being tied up to it. It was way too much money for a service that doesn't work properly, in my opinion. I managed to get it longer in the footage, but it wasn't good enough, in my opinion. So I'm going to get myself that doorbell because I'm not going to put up with the bullshit with Ring. Now, there is other Ring options available. I've just got the cheapest one available. There is other ones where you can pull the battery out, put the new one in, put it back in the holder. But the problem with that is if their battery life is sucky right now, it's going to be sucky in the future, and it means I've got to keep buying batteries. And with 18650 batteries, they're local, they're cheap, and they actually last probably longer than many other batteries on the market, even though most battery packs come with them inside. Some of them are so small it's unbelievable, like cameras like this. But this is the steps we have to take here on my channel. We have to step away from the bullshit, and Ring is bullshit. Not a bad little device, it works pretty well, but unfortunately it has a lot of teething problems. The app is slow, the response time to a notification that someone's at your door is pretty slow as well. And to be honest, it gets on my nerves how it keeps ringing both of them at the same time. So I don't know, maybe it will work better off. I don't know if it will with this other product. That's what we've got to see and look forward to. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad device if you're starting out and you want a Ring device and you've got the budget, but me personally, I don't have that sort of budget to mess around with. And if Ring is going to keep combusting on me, they're not very secure. They're not. I'm sorry, they're not. And even though Ring CCTV cameras, which I was kind of interested in, also have problems with the battery life too. And they also have a problem with staying plugged in. Also, you've got, the problem is as well, is when you have a subscription to your doorbell, you've got to have a separate subscription to your CCTV cameras, which is why I never bought them. The front door though works pretty well. It does its job, but it's just too slow, and to me, not great camera quality considering what you're paying for. And Ring is not a bad company, it's just it would be nice if they did a lot of things. SD cards, the ability for free cloud storage, that would be nice, and battery life would be even better. And I'm sick of charging it in the hallway as well, so it would be nice to have 18650s on one side charging while the other ones are in the camera, because I hate downtime. And the biggest problem with that is lots of downtime. When it's on charge, there's no Ring. So, and I know you can hardwire it and all that sort of stuff, but I don't choose to do that. And if you had a power cut, it's a big problem because the battery will eventually die anyway very quickly because it overcharged it, which is what I'm going to go to. I didn't think a doorbell could have really overcharged like this and probably knackered the battery inside, but it did. And I've never had that problem with phones. I've never had a problem with laptops with it that much. You know, it's ridiculous, Ring. What batteries are you using? That's what I want to know. Anyway, follow my lack of journey to get the new doorbell, and we're going to see if we can fit it in the doorbell bar. It is a bit more wider, I noticed, so it might not fit. But if I do some alterations with the foam padding, it might work really good. We just don't know. We just got to get the product and see. The best thing is it also has a M-tape option to put it onto the door, which makes it easier, and hopefully it won't come off as easy if anyone tries to steal it or if using for temporary. It sucks, Ring. It really does suck that I have to buy a new one, even though I bought one not long ago. Yeah, so fuck Ring, I'm going with something better. So as you can see, look, the new doorbell is here. It's the V7 video doorbell. And this is the dog shit Ring in the doorbell bar. So let's see what we get inside, shall we? So there is the camera. There is the information and M stuff or whatever it is. The chime, which wasn't included with this dog shit Ring, I had to get it myself. And screws, which we'll never be using. And the USB to charge it, but I'm going to be using my 18650 battery exchange method. So yeah, it's a nice box. It does free cloud recording and such. The question is, will it fit in this? This is the question I always wanted to ask. But anyway, let's have a look at the camera itself. So as you can see, it's a bit more wider than I thought it would be. But this is the camera itself. Taking it off. The great thing about this is it uses 18650 batteries right there. So, and it does have a micro USB to charge as well if you don't wish to charge them separately, which I'm going to do. And it does have a SD card thing on it somewhere, but I can't find it. Maybe it's under the battery bit. Take that off and take the batteries out. Oh, that's interesting. The 18650 batteries have that kind of a thing on it. I'm going to have to look into that. Apparently it's got free cloud storage, so we'll look into that. But first of all, let's quickly take this apart and see if we can get the dog shit Ring out and put the new, hopefully better camera in. So yeah, nothing's really changed since the last video with this thing. Still got foam in it, still the same. So let's have a look at the size. of both of these. Yeah, it's a bit wider, but I'm sure it'll fit. But yeah, this is the ring right here. It's out of juice because it's rubbish. Right, so let's see if I can fit this in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the foam out and do some recessing and looking at. So let's pop this in. So yeah, look, I mean, it looks like it can fit. So let's try the this method out. So let's put that in, pop that in, and pop that in, and then we'll pop the other three in. Oh wait, there is one in there already. And pop that in. Maybe not that. See, so pop that in like so, and there you have it. Seems to fit all right. I mean, if you take that one out and then pop another one this side, and hopefully, yeah, that seems to fit pretty nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the device out. Gonna pop the batteries in. I'm gonna plug this in actually, so you know, it'll be interesting, but it's very light, but you know, it was free, so what you can expect for 3. So pop the batteries in. 18650 batteries apparently, these things. It works with one battery at a time, interestingly. Okay, so it's entered pairing mode. But I don't seem to see if there's an SD card slot on here, which is really odd. I thought you said it had it. Shut up. So, I've got to look into the instructions now. So, yes, this is going to take a lot of setting around. So, I'll be right back and get to doing this. So, the next interesting thing while I'm downloading the app is, does it work with other 18650 batteries? Or is it just the AA looking 18650s? We're just going to have to find out. So I'm going to disconnect it already from the battery. I'm going to put these ones in and see if it works just as well. No, doesn't seem to work, so I've got to get the specialised ones. That's stupid. Anyway, I've downloaded the app. I'm just going to now pair it. Still interrupting again. There we are. So it's powering on. And I've got to add it, and I really will get back to you. So I've got to sign up for an account, which is going to take an eternity. I've got that all fucking dead. So here it is, all ready to use. Press the button. And then we enter, and you can see down there is where the alerter is. Alerter, you know what I mean, the doorbell thing. It's been a long day. So there you go. I'm going to show you the app in a minute, but the quality is a little bit down. It doesn't have the wider angle as the Ring did, but you know what, at least I can buy some more batteries if I ever need it and such like that. So yeah, that took a lot of work, but I got the app going, and I'll be able to show you it very soon. So yeah, it's not bad. Little doorbell thing if you was on a budget, you know, I recommend it for that sort of reason. So yeah, yeah, it's done well so far, and the great thing is it came with the chime thing, and I had to like invest a lot of money into the Ring company just to get that. If you want to know what it looks like that, and it seems to be a really good device. Quality's a bit off, but it's what you expect for the amount that you pay, and can't really fault that, I guess. I wish it was a wider view though. Also, it doesn't have an SD card slot, but the cloud is free for 7 days continuous loop, which means that after 7 days it will delete the last of the footage and relapse over it for free. But I can go for a 60-day or 30-day version, and I can easily download it. It's very easy to download. In fact, I will show you that as well, how to download it as well. But anyway, here's the app and here's how to download it, and I'll say a goodbye to you all. Right, so popping into the app now, which is called AI Wit. Well, it's no Ring, so you don't know what it is. A weird name to call your app. Anyway, going into that, you'll notice the square as a preview thing, and there's about 5 buttons. One in the middle is to get help. You have 2 buttons on the left, 2 buttons on the right, and you also have like battery symbol on the top and cloud storage options that you can pay extra for if you wish. Now, going into device sharing, you can see my email there, and you can also add someone, and then you can like go into the help thing and ask about the camera if you need any help as such. And you also can change the motion settings as well, to high, to off, and this is pretty good, better than the Ring was. It was too complicated. You can also check out your recordings as well with this circle with the play button, and you can scroll through various videos and play back any of these and download them as much as you want or as less as you want. If you're tapping on the middle square, you can actually preview the cam that's in the doorbell, and that's a live feed of it, and it also records up to 3 minutes maximum. But we'll get to the quality of the video right at the end here. But yeah, you can hold to talk, playback and screenshot, and check the battery percentage, and it shows the record symbol as well, and what it's recording at 1080p, which it's not. But going back into here, you can actually like scroll through and do what you need to do to download it and play back. I have to say it's pretty instant when it comes to live view. Not had that much problems, and when downloading the video it's not such a problem. But you can actually put it full screen on your phone, so you can like turn it landscape. Now obviously this is a voiceover recording because the real recording didn't do too well, but I'm just guessing what I mostly said here, so I do apologise. But yeah, as you can see, it's a live feed there. You also have like the cloud icon there that you can change to whatever you want to pay, but you don't have to pay for the 7-day overlaps. On the screen you can see that now 7 days are free, and then basically what it does is it does a loop. And then what does that mean? Well, it means that it deletes the old footage and records over. You can change that to obviously 90 days or 60 days or whatever it is in the app. Now going into the settings, you can see that the battery percentage and what you're connected to, motion alerts, you can change those Ring alerts, and all sorts of stuff that you can find in there. Cloud storage as well, and you can change the volume of the doorbell ringer, which is pointless because why do you want it ringing at the door? That's stupid, so I put it to 0. And obviously the time zones and redeem codes if you got any of those, and you can rename the cam as well on the right hand side and delete the cam information as well if you want to get away from this cam. So I do like the battery symbol, and I do like the way it looks. It's actually quite nice thinking about it. I thought it was bare bones to begin with, but it's actually pretty good. I actually like it. And it's nice to see the battery percentage in the cam and such. And you can also put the do not disturb on as well if you wish, for 12 hours to 30 minutes. So 30 minutes to 12 hours even. And on the left hand side you can clear cache, help, reset password, about it, and feedback. Which is very stupid. Should have just put it in the empty space, but never mind. At least there's no hints or anything in the app, which really irritated me about the Ring the most. And it's all free to use. Sadly no SD card available, but what can you do? At least it's recording it for you, and it will record immediately when you go straight into the actual live feed as well. But Ring did that as well. But for a bare bones kind of camera, this is not too bad. I can live by it. As long as I can see their face, who cares? Right, I'm going to show you how to download the video footage that you have in your history of your camera software. So what you need to do is get to the app, it will load up, and then what you need to do is click on the circle with the play, like so, and then what you need to do is where you see a down arrow on a tray kind of thing, you click on that and then it will start saving, and that's how basically to do it. You can also look at other events obviously doing this as well. So there you go, it's right there. Anyway, that's how you save it. So there you are, that's the app, and hope you enjoyed this video journey, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheerio.